saying that Nicki is going to cancel the NM6 album. And I want to hear y'all thoughts on that. They're saying Nicki Minaj has been too quiet recently for there to be an album actually coming out on that day. They're also saying that Nicki Minaj only used that album drop day as a distraction. And I think personally, right, if Nicki Minaj does cancel that album, I won't be upset because I do feel like we are getting one this year, but I feel like we probably just won't get it when we think it's going to come. Okay, it's going to be here, but a few months later down the line, like I told y'all, okay? Now, when I hear that Nicki was dropping a new album was that 2 months ago now? It was random. It was a very random announcement. And the reason why I say that is because usually when she announces her albums, it's a different energy. It was announced during the time of the Jay-Z drama, the Cardi B beef, the issues in the industry, and I don't know, it kind of felt like it was her being reactive. Now, while Nicki is always in the studio, always having music on the tuck, that's never my question with that. I do believe she had music in the tuck, but I don't think she was ready to drop an album when she announced it for real. But I know a lot of barbs will be upset if she cancels it. But y'all, she won't cancel it for forever. I think it's just gonna be a little bit pushed back into later this year. Watch, mark, y'all don't listen. Mark my words. I promise y'all, that's what's gonna happen. We will get an album. Yes, calm down. But I feel like it's gonna be pushed back. Now, when I mentioned her being reactive about the album announcement, the reason why I say that is because the album announcement was just kind of embedded in drama. Like, it was not embedded in, okay, new era, fresh start. It was like, it was kind of interesting the way she placed the announcement. You see, if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, not to say that it wasn't authentic. I'm not saying that it wasn't like she authentically didn't mean it was going to come out, but I feel like it was just a very reactive announcement and kind of in the moment, okay, album coming out, da da da. You know what I'm saying? And usually when she does the album announcement, she at least had a few singles that have came out prior to. For example, with Pink Friday 2, by the time she dropped Pink Friday 2, she already had Last Time I Saw You. She had Red Ruby the Sleeves came out that same year. She had Big Difference. She had, she was already kind of gearing up and teasing the actual project. That's what makes me feel like it's a bit different this time around. Something doesn't quite feel like an album rollout. That's what it is. This does not feel like an album rollout timeline at all. And who am I to say that just because there's no singles means there's no album coming? Who am I to say that, right? It could be amazing album on the way. But a lot of us have been having conversations and we just kind of feel like something is a bit off. And when I do think about Nicki Minaj and her albums coming out, I think of them as like a build-up, almost like a build-up to a climax, and I don't feel that build-up because we're almost 2 months away from the supposed date. I don't feel that build-up right now, okay? So it's time to lock in. It's time to harass her for the album. Let me stop. But I do want the documentary, okay? She did say the documentary is coming out before her album drops. But if that's the case, then that means the documentary is supposed to come out sometime this month or next month. Maybe we gotta just sit back and trust the plan. I don't know. But, a lot of the barbs are getting a bit antsy right now. They get antsy when things are like, oh, is it really coming out? And, where's Nicki? I think what it is Nicki has been kind of quiet recently. That's what it is. She's been a bit quiet. So people are a bit on their chair sitting like, oh, what's tea? But like I said, I will say this again, and I'm going to leave it here. The album is coming in 2026, but it's not going to be in March. Something tells me it's going to be pushed back. All right, Barb? So stay calm, stay put. Everything will be okay. But I will say this does not feel like an album build-up right now. Like this period is supposed to be that build-up period. I don't feel it. I just don't feel it. Moving on to cardiovascular bronchitis. She's going to be hopping her littered ass on SNL. She's going to be a musical guest act. And they obviously have her booked on that stage because she has been flopping. She has been Flop City. So when you're Flop City, you got to, find a way to become, not a flop. So they're going to attempt to put her on that stage and help boost her numbers. But we all know it's not going to change anything. We all know it ain't going to change nothing. But I wonder, what song is she going to perform on the SNL stage? I don't want to hear none of that corny shit off Am I the Drama. All that stuff is trash. All of it is trash. Okay, but she will be on SNL soon, y'all, as you heard me just say. But let's talk, let's chat. A lot of the Bardi gang is saying Cardi B is coming to snatch Nicki Minaj's Billboard record. As you all know, Nicki Minaj's 15-year streak has came to an end. And the person who was under that streak in terms of the amount of years charting is Cardi B. She's at 10 years. A lot of the Bardi gang, they're saying that Cardi B is going to be snatching Nicki Minaj's Billboard record. She currently has the longest active streak for a female rapper right now in the game. Now, me personally, I don't think that we can act as if her having the Billboard record, even if she does get the record right, we can't act as if it means something or it means this, it means that. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. She doesn't write. She doesn't have a passion for the game. She's simply a cornball. She's simply just an act who just acts. She's not an actor. No, she's literally an actor. Okay, she's a cosplaying rapper who's stigmatized by men who don't love her. Okay, that's what it is. Now, when I also see this, see people saying, "Oh, she gonna take Nicki's record?" Girl, even if she does take it, y'all, you gotta understand the catalogs can't compare. You see what I'm saying? The catalogs in itself can't compare. And while she does have the longest active streak, I just think that personally, I don't see her charting in 5 to 3 years. Like, I don't see her charting in a few years from now. Like, seriously, I don't see it. In 5 years, in 6, 7 years, she won't be charting. That record will end. But how do y'all feel about this tea? Is it shocking to y'all to know that Cardi be second place? Moving on to Bruno Mars. He says new music this Friday. His new album is called The Romantic, and it's coming February 27th this year. He says pre-order at brunomars.com. Your album cover is trash. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I think that it looks just like chopped. It looks like the edit I would do in like middle school with the filter app. Okay, I don't like it. But I do think that Bruno Mars dropping an album is on time. We needed it, Bruno. We need it. Okay, I'm a Bruno fan. Well, I'm not, but I like some of his songs back in the day. But people are happy. They're screaming and they're creaming right now. Okay, they're going crazy for Bruno. All right, Bruno, you better have some hits on here because your last recent singles that you put out in 2025 were trash. That song with Sexy Red was bad. That song with I put to meet me at the. That song was trash. I don't even know what you were talking about in that song. Okay, only song that was good from you recently was that Lady Gaga song. Die with the Smile was amazing. Amazeballs. Amazing. But yeah, please give us some quality, Bruno Mars. Wow, Ice Spice's career is low-key having a comeback. Low-key. If you would have told me last year she would have had the most listeners on YouTube, I would have looked at you and laughed, okay? Ice Spice leads as the female rapper with the most listeners on YouTube with 266 million in 2026. She is doing her thing. And the only reason why it's this high is because of her song, Big Guy, okay? That Big Guy song is getting her a lot of monthly plays and monthly audiences. And people are tuning into that song. They love, the kids love that song. That Big Guy, the kids love that song. And I had to realize that. I kept being harsh, but I had to realize, wait, complicated, wait. Baby, you're just not the audience for that song. And once I realized I'm not the audience for that song, I understand, oh, okay. Them little kids with them snotty noses running around with them iPads saying 6, 7, those are the ones who like this song, okay? Not me. I guess I'm too old for that demographic, all right? But I do think that Big Guy, I'm not gonna lie, it's becoming low-key a bop. Not for me, but, you know, in that space. People love that song, okay? It's rising on the charts. She's going to enter Billboard soon, I heard. So Ice Spice is low-key having a little bit of a career renaissance, if you must say. She's having a little bit of a break my soul, you know what I'm saying? Moving on to LMA. LMA is helping revive the R&B genre, okay? So her new single, 100, is coming out next Wednesday, January 14th, from her upcoming album, Do You Still Love Me? Where my LMA fans at? LMA low-key has been quiet. I will definitely say that. She's been quiet. She hasn't really been putting out no music like that. And if she has, it's been tanking because I haven't heard about it. But I like LMA. She's cute. She's cool. I do love her song, Boot Up. I will never get over you. That song is great, of course. And since then, she hasn't really had a song as big as that. But hopefully this new album can spawn some hits. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people are praising Megan Thee Stallion right now for her ability to keep the endorsements going, building businesses, and maintaining her position in rap while facing some of the toughest stuff imaginable, and a digital hate train should be studied. Can't nobody take nothing that's for you. That is very true. That is a very, very true statement. What is for you, no person can curse or can stop happening. Like, you know, like, that's just real, right? But people are thinking that because she's getting Dunkin' deals, that means she's on her business vibe. No. Because she got her Popeyes store, she's on her business vibe. No, Megan is a glamorized employee. Until you open up your own business, like a Sacred or like a Fenty, you're just a glamorized promotional tool for these big companies. And that's what people don't understand. That's what most influencers are, just glamorized promoters for businesses. That's it. And, you know, I'm not mad at Megan for doing her deals because get your bag, don't stop. But I do think that Megan Thee Stallion, if she wants to really be able to retire from music like she wants to do, because, you know, she wants to be the Beyonce of rap. You know, that's what her team is making her to be, right? She's going to have to make a business that actually can sell and up her touring game. Because, you know, if you're going to be the Beyonce of rap, you got to be on tour like Beyonce does. You got to have the budget like she does for a tour. So, Megan, good job on getting these brand deals. But brand deals are not sustainable because brand deals fluctuate based on your perception with the media. So, if you like, you love, it goes up and down. So, you know, that's what I'll say about that. But I will give her props, though, for continuing to push through despite what she's gone through. But I do think Megan Thee Stallion needs to take some time away again from the spotlight. I don't know. She just needs to take some time away because, you know, the whole Millie case going on still. You know, she's still low-key traumatized from Tory. Let's be real. I think that Jay-Z is pushing her to work when she doesn't feel like it. You can tell she's not inspired. That Sorry Lover Girl song was bad. She like, you could just tell the art and the passion isn't quite there. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to have a conversation down below. You know, they clap for anything these girls do. They can go outside and, you know, pee on cars. Oh my gosh, you're the pee queen. Moving on to Blue Ivy. Congrats to the Grammy-winning Blue Ivy. It's her birthday today. Well, why am I congratulating her for her birthday? Well, that is an achievement. I think making another year is an achievement. So congratulations, girl. That's a big deal. That's a major deal. Everybody should be celebrated for that. When it comes to Blue Ivy, though, I do want to say to her, though, I do want to say, girl, she going to be the next big thing. Blue Ivy is going to be the next big thing. You can already tell her mom has been trying to condition her to be the next Beyonce, and it's working. It is working. She's already at a point now where she's the youngest Grammy-winning artist, or one of the youngest, and she's the youngest to ever chart on Billboard Hot 100 at 1 week old. Okay, she was used on a song by Jay-Z. She was crying at 1 week old, and Jay-Z put in a song. She charted. Very, very much nepotism. I'm not gonna lie, very much Nepo baby. She is very much the definition of Nepo. But I do think that Blue Ivy, she seems talented to me. A lot of people be saying, oh, she can't dance, she this, she that. She's a child. She's learning. She's 14 years old. When you're 14, 13, 12, you are not dancing or doing whatever craft you do now. You're going to be way more advanced in the years to come. So let's stop being harsh on her. She's a child, okay? Oh, she can't dance. Her mom be having her up there dancing. She looks a mess. She looks crazy. Oh, she da-da-da. She's a child. By 21, 22, 23, she'll be a pro. I promise you. Give her some time. As you all know on my channel, right, I always joke around and I say, I miss when Ariana Grande was black, okay? I miss Black Iana. Ariana Grande shares a new photo from the set of Wicked for Good. And everybody's saying, oh my gosh, Black Iana is coming back. She has her middle fingers up, giving very much savage, X, Y, and Z. But people are saying in the comments, okay, y'all are kind of strange. They said, why is it whenever she does something that is not classy to y'all, she's Black Iana? Let's think about that. I agree with that, too. Because why are we associating her putting up middle fingers with Black Iana? Okay, in case you all don't know what Black Iana is just an era where Ariana Grande was acting very black lyrics in her music. Her skin was also very tan, and it was given very much black girl. And she would always use a black scent. And the reason why I joke around and say I miss Black Iana was because the music was good. Nothing more than that.
Mill for a second. Girl! What's the craziest? Has anyone said anything to you about MAC? You know, I love my MAC lipstick. This is the MAC I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on. Been praying for some more snow. Let that hoe, let that hoe. Hell no.
Yeah, a couple funny shots.
The hell no.
That's a funny shot.
No way.
Right back, a lot of people are talking about it,
Yeah.
and then you said,
Well, yeah, because people took my quote and made a headline out of it. That's not what I ever said.
Yeah.
You know how people say, like, oh, she thirsty, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's so funny if you be like, nah, bitch, I'm quenched. Kill me, get your ass in here. Come on, girl.
oh, wow, you just flung your hair like
I'm like, bitch, that's my cookie. That's my juice, okay? Carry on.
But I will say, though, I do find it weird that she went from this, like, this my cookie, this my juice, to, like, this whole, like, soft, hey, yeah, you know, I'm so happy to be here. Well, why are you talking like that? What happened? Okay, what happened?
You know, we both had to train a lot for different parts of these roles.
Girl, bye, okay? Girl, bye. I love Ariana Grande down. I love her down. But I do love Black Iana for the music. But outside of that, girl, what were you doing? Like, what were you doing? Ow, wow, wow, wow. Moving on to Nicki. Yo, we got some tea. So you all know she has her low-key shoes from her low-key brand that she owns. Well, yeah, she owns, right? Yeah. And the shoes, people are talking about how the shoes went from being $150+ to now being only $10 on the site. They say Nicki Minaj needs that MAGA check, okay? Now, I think that the brand is probably going to be doing a revamp. They're going to be doing a rehaul, a new look, a new collection. And what happens with that is when they do a new collection, they're going to try to do a clearance deal. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Plus, $10 shoes, girl, what? Snatchies? Give me that. I'm finna go on the site right now, okay? Y'all think it's a drag? Not really, okay? Not really. I do believe the shoes are cute. They've always been cute to me. Always been cute. But I do kind of feel bad for those people who paid $100+ for these shoes and now they're $10. Because that's how I am. Me personally, if I buy something for like really expensive and I come back and it's on sale, I get really envious. I get really mad. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I do think that it's because of, you know, girl, I paid this much for it. You getting this for half off? Ho, get out of here. That's how I feel. Okay. Let's talk, let's chat. Is Nicki Minaj having her shoes at $10? Is that a bad deal? Is that terrible? Does that lower the perceived value of the shoes and the brand? You know, because that happens a lot. When I see something is always on sale or on sale for a very low amount, I'm going to automatically assume, okay, this isn't really valuable or it doesn't really have much, you know, going on. If I want some shoes, go to DTLR. People are saying that they own there. Get you some low-key shoes for the low-low, okay? Get you some low-low for the low-low, all right? Because, baby, y'all trying to drag it? Okay, period. Thank you, okay? Free shoes, basically. How you say you love me, put me in Chanel. Tyler extends her record for the most monthly listeners for an African artist. She is going up with over 41 million listeners. Girl, they tried to count you out. That's what I love about Tyler, y'all. She's going to always have that last laugh. While all of y'all said that she was going to be one-hit wonder, two-hit wonder, three-hit wonder, she's now going 4 for 4. No Wendy's meal. And it makes me happy to see this. I do want to see Tyler on some live performances. I really do. I keep saying this because that's what I want. That's what we want. We want live performances from her. But we will have to see what happens, though. Because right now, it isn't really that many award shows right now going on. But the Grammys is coming up. Ooh, do y'all want to see Tyler at the Grammys? Ooh, I know I do. Is she nominated this year? She is nominated this year. I want to see her at the Grammys. I do. She is nominated this year for the Best African Music Performance for Push to Start. So maybe she could perform Push to Start at the Grammys this year, and Chanel. Push to Start and Chanel would definitely go crazy on the show. Moving on to Ice Spice. It seems like Ice Spice has a new man. And I feel like, honestly, y'all, I genuinely feel like the rap girls have just been having these boyfriends left and right. I don't know why the boyfriends are now part of the rap girl starter pack, but it's kind of cringy to me. Ice Spice and Brooklyn Nets star Michael Porter were reportedly seen cozying up together at a nightclub in New York City. Ooh, okay. On Sunday night, an insider exclusively tells Page 6 they definitely were close, chatting in each other's ear. She had her arms around him. Okay, Ice Spice, I see you, boo, getting that good D. She said, I need me some D. Okay, I'm tired of struggling and being a D-list artist. I need some real D. Okay, I think that Ice Spice having a boyfriend is good, but wasn't Riot her boyfriend for a long time? And I haven't heard Riot on her songs no more. Have y'all peeped that too? Like, Riot is kind of like playing the back, or is he gone forever? What's tea? In case you all do not know, but Tory Lanez dropped a tape on December 26, 2025, and the tape earned 30 million streams in its first week on Spotify. Mind you, the man is behind bars, already out streaming a lot of artists who was out in public, not locked up. Okay, so Tory Lanez, great numbers, baby. We are proud of you. Keep on doing your thing as an artist. Tory Lanez is very talented as a musician. He's very, very talented. I've always said this, and people always gave me the side eye, like, oh, what do you mean? But even like before the drama, before it was a back end support Tory Lanez, I've always loved his music. Nowadays, you gotta be careful because some people be like, oh, you support Tory Lanez music? Oh, you're weird. Girl, the music be banging. The music be banging. I don't care. The music be good. So let's not act dumb now because of some drama and scandals. Like, come on. Now, I can see if he was a Diddy. I can see if he was an R. Kelly. I can see if those allegations were on him. But it was a situation where everybody was, tipsy, drunk. It was a lot going on, mess. Yeah, it was a whole different storyline. But yeah, I do separate the artist from the art with Tory Lanez because I do think the music is great, period. Social media is talking and chatting. They're saying, where is Latto? ? I missed her Instagram content. That's when the person replies and they say, oh, she's pregnant. And everybody's going crazy in the comments. What do you mean? Oh my gosh, we know this already, but where's her pictures at? She's not posting her belly. She can't post her belly, y'all. But what's gagging to me, and what I feel bad about with these girls now, is these people are saying, I missed her Instagram content. Why is nobody saying I miss your music? Why is nobody begging for a new song to come out? That shows you the climate that we're in right now with artists. Artists are no longer like for their fucking art. They're like for their pictures and their face and their body and their butt and their new hairstyle. Oh, and their new shoes. Nobody cares about the music anymore. That's the problem, and it shows, okay? If I was a musician and somebody was a fan of me, I would feel very bad if they only said they missed me for my Instagram pictures. What, ho? You don't want to beg me for some new music? But no shade, though. I've never seen anybody say, oh my gosh, I can't wait for that new Latto song to drop tonight. Nobody ever says that. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Latto being pregnant, we've been through this, though. We've been through this. She was on stage looking really pregnant the other day, last month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever. And we've been seeing that. This is not tea. This is not tea at all. And Latto also was at her toy drive with this big old fur coat on. Girl, you never cover your belly up like this. You never have your belly covered. Stop. But I do think that Latto being with 21 Savage, that's what she wants. And I gotta stop having opinions on people's dating situations because people are exactly where they want to be at. If people were genuinely unhappy and genuinely didn't feel safe, didn't feel good, they would leave the person. And obviously she likes 21 Savage. She likes the love 21 Savage has for her. Even if she's okay with being a side chick, she's okay with being a pregnant side chick, allegedly. She's okay with that. And we have to let her be that. We sometimes we cannot want more for a person than they want for themselves. Okay? So that's just what it is. She wants to be a BM by a married man. She wants to be pregnant by a married man. She wants to be called a B word by her man.
I wake up, my man. I take a shit, my man. I make breakfast, my man. I'm driving, my man. I'm bathing, my man.
When he's doing also those things, is it also like my woman, my woman, my woman?
Wake up, my bitch. Go to sleep, my bitch. Bathe, my bitch. It's a blessing to have somebody that you just want to just devour. You just still get butterflies and shit years later. Like, I think it's just meant.
Okay, y'all, we got some tea. Drake is coming. Yes. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, DJ Academic speaks out. He says that, y'all, Iceman by Drake is coming. Ooh, okay. Now, I'm here for Drake coming with some new music. I do want to see a change, though, with Drake. I want to see where he has improved with his rapping career. I want to see if he has evolved. Iceman has been pushed back. Iceman was supposed to come out in 2025. So y'all peeped that too? After all the UMG drama happened, he pushed back Iceman. Because, he got sued and stuff. Now he's in a whole different lawsuit, but it's not about music. But, y'all, Drake's Iceman is coming. I'm here for it, like I told y'all. I want to see what he does. I think he's going to give us, I want R&B, but I want a bit of pop. I don't want that corny rap he does. That corny, fake hood accent he does is so cringy to me. Stop it, Drake. You're not a goon. You're not a goon. You're a coon. Okay? That's what you are. It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. Oh. NBA Youngboy is being a terrible BD, obviously. I mean, he has 9,000 kids. But, I get it. I understand. Life happens. But Yaya Mayweather calls out NBA Youngboy for not giving her money for their son's birthday party. Dang. So Yaya says you giving hoes money to go shopping and buying hoes jewelry, but still haven't given me money for my son's birthday, Byron. You know who paid for my son's birthday party? My dad, Byron. Yaya says it doesn't matter if I have it or not. I didn't lay down with my dad and make a baby, but somehow he's the one stuck helping me take care of my child. Yaya, baby girl, the signs were already there before you even had a baby with young boy. No shade. He already had many kids before you, okay? I hate when people think they're gonna be the special baby mama. They're gonna be the exclusive baby mama. No, you're still a BM. Okay, don't think that because you're the next one up, you're the best one coming. No. Now, do I feel bad for the girls who get pregnant and they gotta take care of the child on their own? I do feel bad. Because it makes no sense to be going on tour with all this money and stuff, and you know you got all these fans going to your young boy concert and wearing all this green clothes, and you can't even pay your child's birthday party fees, and you rich like this. That's concerning to me, young boy. You should be ashamed about it. You should be ashamed. But I do think Yaya, in my opinion, I don't know, she kind of off like her father. She's kind of slow. Moving on to this dumbass slut. Her name is Jasmine Chivas. She's Jada Chivas' sister. Y'all know Jada Wada, little baby BM. Y'all know her, cool, right? This dumb hoe is online being a disgusting mother. And everybody's talking about it right now, and I want to put my own 2 cents in this video. It's disgusting to see this, okay?
Say have a good day. Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Because I don't do no shit like that. Who told you to hold your hand like that? Okay, now say have a good day. What are you doing with your hand? Boys don't do that. Yeah, I'm about to run a real strict program around here. Learned that shit from.
When I seen this video, I really feel so bad for that son. Because imagine just existing as a toddler and your mom thinks you're gay and your mom is trying to suppress you from acting a certain way. That boy don't know what he's doing. He's a child. This mother is dumb as hell, ignorant as fuck, and I don't care. If you are more concerned about your son being gay than your son being healthy and well, and your son being okay in life, you have problems. But the problem with these boy moms is they low-key be trying to recreate the love they have for men, and they try to like plant it into their sons. It's so strange. Like they like to like they try to make their sons be what they want them to be in a man, so they can like have this weird bond. It's sick. Boy moms are really sick to me sometimes. And well, boy moms like this are sick to me. Not all boy moms, but I think this girl right here, she needs to check herself and understand you are being very inappropriate with your child. This is not good parenting at all. I don't care what anybody gotta say. If a girl was to go outside right now and put up a deuces sign or a gun sign with her fingers, nobody would say anything. And the thing about people who are homophobic is they're so fucking dumb. If your child is gay, you stopping your son from doing feminine hand movements is not gonna stop him from being gay. He's still gonna be gay. Like y'all are like these what don't be clicking? What don't be clicking? Oh, I'm gonna stop it now. You can't stop something that's chemically in somebody's DNA because he's doing hand movements. Stop. Get a grip. Child, folks have not been letting up off of Glorilla recently. They've been on her ass. It's terrible. So recently, somebody posted a picture of Glo, and somebody said, I really do see why she copied and pasted Megan Thee Stallion's whole aesthetic. This is something. And looking back, no shade, but Glo was looking very wild. Glo was looking very wild, very tacky, and very, very, very dusty, right? We can be real. What I wish about Glo is I wish she didn't copy Megan, but I do wish she, changed up her aesthetic for sure, because she did that now. She's changing up her aesthetic, but I wish she didn't copy Megan, because now the hotties feel like they have something over Glo. They feel like they have something over Glorilla, because, Megan and Glo not cool no more. So they feel like, okay, Glo be copying Megan, so now that means that Megan has sons. Nobody wants to be Megan's son. Let's be very clear. Nobody wants to be Megan's son. Y'all are weird, okay? I do think that Glorilla, though, did look a mess. I'm gonna be real with y'all. She looked a hot ass mess. But it's okay. It's the growth. It's the journey.